It was the love of money that caused Judas to betray Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. And you know what 30 pieces of silver, it's not silver, but it's silver coins. So silver coins, they're not necessarily pure silver, but it is just silver coins. 30 pieces of silver in today's value is 100 RMB. It's roughly about 20 US dollars. That's what 30 pieces of silver was back then, about 100 RMB. So why would anybody sell out Jesus or anybody for 100 RMB? Well, you do that when you love money. Gallup poll shows that 64% of couples, married couples, argue over money. That's the number one cause of divorce, is money. Number one cause of divorce is over money. Money has destroyed family, not just marriages, but even family relationships have fractured over money. And when I hear about these stories, some of it's a lot of money, but it doesn't even have to be. I've heard of just tragic stories of family members dividing over relatively small amounts of money. And it's not the money that is evil, it's the love of money that is evil. Well, how do you know that you love money? Well, I wanted to share with you some things. How do you know that you love money? Well, evaluate your own heart, my own heart, when I think about this. How do you know that you love money? Number one, you spend more time thinking about how to get money than how to pursue excellence in your work. Are you more concerned about how much money you make or the quality of your service? Is your job just a means to finance your indulgences, or is it a means by which you can glorify God? You spend more time about how to make money or accumulating more money than about being good at your job. Number two is that people that love money, they never seem to have enough. A person who loves money is never satisfied, at least lasting satisfied with what he or she has. Yeah, you might be happy that you got a raise and that you got a bonus, but that only lasts for a week, maybe a month, and then start complaining about how much you think you deserve. A person that loves money hasn't learned to be content in whatever circumstances he finds himself in. Number three is you love money when you just love to flaunt or show off what you own. People who love money, they just have a huge amount of pleasure from wearing, driving, living, and showing off what they buy. They just love flaunting it to others. These are people that love money. Number four is you love money is when you resent giving it to others. People that love money, it pains them to give even to worthy causes, even to the church, when they are so preoccupied with loving money and with self-gratification. The idea of giving or sharing it is so distasteful to them. Spend more time thinking about how to get money than about how to pursue excellence in work. You never seem to have enough money. You love to flaunt or show off what you own. You resent giving it to others. If any of these statements reflect your actions or attitudes regarding money, be warned that such love of money will produce all kind of evil in your life. All kind of evil in your life. And if you continue, you succumb to the deceitfulness of loving money. So here, how can we avoid loving money? How can we avoid loving money? Well, I think one of the key things we need to do to avoid loving money that we're going to learn here is we need to learn to give. We need to learn to give and to be generous. In 2 Corinthians chapter 8, and we're going to study this next time, look with me in 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 1 through 4. I'll read this. It says, Paul says, "Now, brethren, we wish to make known to you the grace of God which has been given in the churches of Macedonia, that in a great ordeal of affliction, their abundance of joy and their deep poverty overflowed in the wealth of their liberality. For I testify that according to their ability and beyond their ability, they gave of their own accord. Here, the Macedonians that Paul introduces here in 2 Corinthians chapter 8 characterized biblical giving. The Macedonians, just to kind of give you a heads up, and those of you who are interested in going with me, we're going to go visit this area over Chinese New Year, okay? So we're going to go visit the city of Corinth, and we're going to visit the Macedonia vision that Paul has. And here, the Macedonians, a Roman province, and its economy was destroyed by years and years of Rome, war and persecution, and they were living in extreme poverty. But in spite of their poverty, they were willing to give to the church in Jerusalem. And Paul praises them as he continues to encourage and instruct the Corinthians and us regarding the virtues of giving. Let me ask you, what do you have that God didn't give you? What do you have that God did not give to you? Psalm 24, verse 1 again says, "The earth is the Lord's and everything in it." That means we are managers as opposed to owners. It is His to give and ours to manage. And as stewards, this changes completely on how we look at life, because as stewards, we are going to have to give an account for how we managed God's money, His property, His time, His talents, and the people that He gives us. All that we have, all that we are belong to God. There's no better indicator of growth in the Christian life than in the area of giving. Whether it's in tithes and offering that has lasting treasure, or even our time and our talents when we teach and share the gospel with children or with our friends or coworkers or loved ones. And I think there's going to be, this next video I wanted to share with you here, we're going to close with this, is a beautiful picture of what may happen in heaven. When we give to the Lord and to His work and to His kingdom, it has eternal ramifications, eternal investments that we can't completely see here this side of heaven. And this guy, Ray Boltz, wrote this song called "Thank You for Giving to the Lord." And this song and this skit is something that really will hopefully minister to us and remind us of what lasting value, eternal value is all about. Let's play this.